Okay. Um, you know, make videos sometime just to know that because I know perps have to still the perps are contracted to stay 24/7 and break you down. But it means that they're spending their time dedicating their life having to dumb themselves down. That's their job. They really have to minimize any intellect to create this false reality. And for me, when I make these videos, I know they have to watch. That's their job. I want these grown men, women, and even those who aren't grown to understand how bad and furious they are in life. How sad life in reality is for them, even though I'm the one dying slow, my organs are destroyed. They're saying all these things are going to happen to my organs, and they're happening to my organs because of the Department of Defense technology being used on me. But please understand, like I said, I know this technology is coming from the DoD. Even though this trash I hear coming up with the storyline, I just heard a childlike person sounding like he came from a window of an apartment next to me, saying angry map, and it's like exactly. That's the kind of person we're talking about. You know, I know what this is about. There's no doubt. I know I'm a test subject like many who is used by the Department of Defense as a test subject, where they use this very sophisticated technology to do these horrible things. A lot of psychological manipulations, cognitive warfare, type of torment, and obviously things done to our organs and our body to see how the body responds to this technology. And then they contract people who using this V2K technology, voice to skull technology, try to break you down. Now, for me, and I heard a lot of target individuals the same word. Some of them sound like children. People that perhaps you will never respect in the sense of like, this is not the kind of person who will tell you who you are. They just sound in a way that is supposed to agitate you. Even the person who like the adult men and women who sound more like respectable, you hear them talk, it's like, wow, you just minimize yourself to a level of no return. The way they have made me like they're rewiring your brain, but they want you to identify with this rewiring, and they use all kind of manipulations and falsify reality, then gaslight you to accept this false reality. This is what gaslighting is. As you can see here, gaslighting is a form of psychological abuse in which a person or group causes someone to question their own sanity, memory, or perceptions of reality. Right now, there's somebody's opening a door, making this weird noise campaign. That doesn't faze me at this point. But that's the life these bottom feeders have to live. This is what pathetic life is for these people, because their job is to do what you're seeing there. Is to really make you accept this false reality, this rewired, manipulative thoughts as if there's yours. And to accept this persona that's falsified. It truly is, like, I honestly have to call them losers for that. And in their mind, the way is like, no, we're gonna win. It's like there's no losing. There's no, like, we just endure a target individual. There's nothing we can do to really combat this, but just it does help to know what they're doing. It does help that this is why they're acting such a like clown-like, making this noise, aggressive, false, to try to make you accept this thing. It's such a gimmick. For example, that person who made that nose campaign, like, how do you feel? Like, how dumb do you feel right now? But they like to use childlike individual people, and some of them like wearing like camouflage pants to make them believe they're at war. This is the level of delusionality they're on. When the truth is just sitting down and just watching, observing, and manipulating accordingly. For me, the gaslighting has been so insane. Matter of fact, 2 seconds ago, I was listening to this person talk about how he's a comedian. He's talking about different jokes and what his favorite comedian. and he's like, oh, this guy, I like to he's like ways of telling jokes, because he use like these witty ways of using words or something like that. And they're like, oh, you see. And he say like, yeah, every comedian have like their taste of comedy style, like where they some people use different word plays to make their jokes. And they're like, you see, your taste and then they'll try to make me think of the joke I heard in high school that I used after hearing that in high school to insult my best friend. And she see the taste of jokes. You see this, and I'm like, you're such a clown. And really try to make me think that this should make sense, that you should identify with this pedophilia type of torture, because this joke that made you laugh because of the absurdness of it all, and the way the wordplay was used to say this absurd thing. You used that joke to insult your friend. But that's their job. But with me, it's like they think that I'm gonna like let them escape when I see them. It's like, this is the clown working for Department of Defense entities, using this technology to rewire our brain, destroy our organs, and then try to make you accept of these manipulations. The humiliation, that the joke is that the entities running this program have problem with pedophilia. So much so there's a whole bill about it. And this trash want me to believe, make me accept this manipulation, and then use the joke that I used to make fun of a friend as like one of the validating reality. Shows how clown-like they are supposed to be. This is part of this gaslighting methods. One thing they've been doing is erase reality, create a new perception of reality, and try to make me accept of reality. Now, you see a picture over there in green. This is somebody, I guess, they want to erase from the reality of my life. This is an individual who's older than me, and when I was younger, there was, let's just say, something, and then let's just say she stayed in my mind throughout my my life. This is somebody that is supposed to erase, because it means that the perception they've created is falsified. This is somebody, if let's just say they were analyzing me, for truly trying to analyze me, they know the impact this person has made in regard of certain things. But that means a different reality. But this is not, it'll be reality that they don't want to be in, actual reality. They want to create their reality, a falsified reality. And so what they're trying to do is to find ways to erase her and replace it with something else. This is what I call, I won't even say her name because no problem, but it's not something I won't even mention the name. But my thought of her shows really what is in my mind and the impact she made. As today they rewire me in these disgusting ways. It doesn't correlate with her that you see here, because her makes the opposite of what they want me to be. So they changed around. Whatever thoughts I was thinking about this person that you see there, I moved to somebody else. Like I said, when I was a kid, I did something stupid to myself. When I was in middle school, 13, 14, that thing that I did, I completely forgot. And they tried to exaggerate that. I completely forgot about it. Completely evaporated from my brain. Just because of how impulsive it was, as of a child doing something impulsive. I continued growing up, and in my, late teen, from 16, 17, I then experienced certain things, and then that thing has stuck in my mind for a long time. It has been replayed in my mind many times. And that was what was in my mind a lot of times. Even till adulthood and, my 20s or so. Indicating what really was in my mind. Now, this experience I experienced in my, later teen is a more depiction of who I am, which is not what they want me to be, They want me to accept this false reality. So they have to erase this person. And so they have been reshuffling memories around and reconstruction memory in different way, creating false memories. So now what they do, they just make me think of me as a kid, younger, the dumb thing I did as a kid that completely evaporated from my brain because of how impulsive it was and non significant it was, and especially being a kid, not understanding the impulsiveness of what I just did. Erase what you see here and put that in my brain, and then even change it to the point where you hear a video about how, like, they say I traumatized this now adult and this and that. So now they make me imagine the way I was thinking about perhaps this woman that you see there, and changing with this person that they want me to imagine her having traumatized. Completely reconstructing reality in every way possible, because the reality is just humiliating to them. That's their job. They are supposed to paint a false reality. They call it their reality. You should hear that one of this child say these things. It's our reality. And the reality they want to be in is the reality where this person there doesn't exist in my mind. And they try to erase this person who would basically be the contrary of what they've tried to put together. At one point, one person was so frustrated that I was thinking about something that happened. He started saying something that you're going to die, because he wanted me to stop thinking about the reality of what I was really thinking about. He was angry that I was thinking about something actual real. And anger came to him because of reality. They have to stay in character for real. That's how fragile these people are. They are fragile mentally. To cope with reality, they have to stay in character, because the truth is they are rewiring me in these disgusting ways. They are trying to paint this false reality. Make it sound like this impulsive act of a child should be like me. When in reality, when I was a child, I was thinking about certain things a lot of times, which is what they want to erase, because they want to paint me in different ways. And the reality that this person was an impactful individual in my life in ways they don't want that to be. And that's good. I wish they continue to live life like this. I wish they continue to live this sad, pathetic life, because it means that they are currently dedicating life being these foul human beings before they die. Now they tell me I'm going to be serving because they're going to frame me. Because they will coerce a child, and they have coerced a child, to say that I raped her. Do you understand what kind of reality they live in? And they try to sound fierce saying that. They try to sound fierce about coercing a child to say that that I rape her. They don't give. They are trash human, low life, and I'm so thankful I didn't have to live life like them. And then they're like, "No, we do that for what you did, this and there." And I'm like, "What?" You see, the reality they try to also escape from is the reality that there's a lot of women that are here raping and torturing and destroying their life. They were trying to say, "No, with us we're gonna make it worse, and we're glad that you stay here because we're gonna make it worse with me. As long as I know that you're involved in a program that torture children and women, how bad is it with them? Not as bad, but it's still bad. Okay, you know that too, and you in that. Okay, so in a program where you're aware that the life of these women are being destroyed and they are raping them and breaking them down, but it's not as bad." Trash. These people are bottom feeders that are just opportunists. That wanting to feel special. They tell me how they're going to celebrate when they're going to frame me and this and that. I'm like, oh my gosh, please continue to flourish in that. Please flourish in that. Flourish in the nastiness that you're in. Flourish in that nasty low lifeness. Mass shooting, torturing children and women, using children as test subject, using women in these disgusting ways to destroy them. Destroying them and torturing them for the purpose of developing technology and weaponry. And then play the femme fatale feminists, Avengers, the trash. I pray that they continue to live. They will rewire themselves in order to cope with reality. I'm so thankful I got to see things for what it is. I have a list of women that are here frying and torturing on my fridge, or they have been torturing. I can hear the testimonies of how horrible they are to women on any point, how nasty they are and how bad they are to them, and the atrocity that these women go through. I hear what they do to women and children. I hear the sexual torture of children. And I hear rewiring reality to try to deal with reality, calling it our reality. Trying to erase this person in my mind because that shows really who I am. Not what this fantasy of what they wanted to put together. Breaking this facade persona they were trying to paint me as. To all my target individuals, stay strong. Because they will gaslight you to the point of erasing reality and creating this false perception of reality. These false memories. Or whatever else they need to falsify.